The clock strikes, and the world encounters a sudden, total halt. The global population is deeply engaged in the daily rhythm of life, marrying, working, building, operating under the assumption that their routines will continue indefinitely. That assumption is fatal. When Jesus Christ returns, the event occurs with the violent, undeniable suddenness of the flood in the days of Noah. The division will be instant and permanent. The time for guessing is now over. Good day, Grace Keepers. My name is Joe, and this is Daily Dose of God. Welcome. Before we open the text, later on in the episode, we're going to talk about the dangerous comfort of the modern world and why you must be spiritually alert right now. All right, pull up a chair. It's time to get to work. We're going to read Matthew 24, 36 through 44. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark. And they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field. One will be taken, and the other left. 2 women will be grinding with a hand mill. One will be taken, and the other left. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have let his house be broken into. So you must also be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Jesus establishes total authority over the timing of his return. No human being holds the information regardless of the day or the hour. The Father alone possesses that knowledge. Humanity constantly attempts to calculate the date using signs in the stars and secret codes, completely ignoring the Bible. The moment remains a mystery to all creation, and Jesus demands readiness and vigilance. He uses the flood in the days of Noah as the specific model for his return. The people in Noah's day functioned in complete ignorance of the coming flood. They engaged in eating and drinking and marrying, and they prioritized their own personal comfort, commerce, and daily routines, while the construction of the ark proceeded right in front of them. They dismissed the physical warning until the flood arrived and swept them away in the middle of their normalcy. The separation will happen instantaneously. In one moment, one individual is taken and the other remains behind, unfortunately, to face the judgment of God. The distinction rests entirely on their spiritual standing. One individual possesses that preparation of faith, alert to the Master's arrival. Unfortunately, the other individual remains consumed by the routine of the world and oblivious to the approaching wrath. He ends with a direct command to keep watch. We don't possess any information regarding the day that the Lord returns, only the information giving us the preparation for that return. Jesus provides the examples of a homeowner who knows the hour a thief plans to break in.
Waiting for you.
If you knew someone was coming, you'd prepare for it, right? Remain steady, folks, because the Son of Man arrives at an hour you cannot know. We know he's on the way, but we don't know when he's going to get here. God established the pattern of sudden judgment in the book of Genesis. The flood came at the moment God declared the door of the ark to shut, sealing the righteous inside and locking the unrepentant outside to face the rising water. Jesus fulfills this established pattern, declaring that his return operates as the final separation of the faithful from the world. God requires faith that acts before the judgment falls. We see the culmination of this destruction in the book of Daniel. Now, of course, we just went over Daniel with a fine-tooth comb. He laid out the succession of earthly empires, culminating in a giant statue. The stone cut without human hands strikes that statue with terrifying force. It shatters the iron, the clay, bronze, silver, and gold simultaneously, and the wind blows them away like chaff. The Old Testament demands a reckoning that sweeps away the kingdoms of the earth. This teaching in Matthew acts as the bridge to the book of Revelation. When we step into those final chapters, John will describe the sky rolling back and the judgment of God falling on an unprepared world. Jesus lays out the historical pattern so you can understand the suddenness of what John's going to witness. So, we promised at the beginning of the episode to discuss the dangerous comfort of the modern world. Yay! The global system operates on a schedule of perpetual distraction. People build their lives with expectation that history will continue as it exists today. The days of Noah show us what this looks like in practice. The danger Jesus highlights here is the deception of normalcy. People get entirely absorbed by ordinary life. It's easy to do. We have all these demands. We have to put food on the table. We have to pay our bills. Some people focus on building careers. Watch out for that grind, though, because it can slowly blind you to spiritual reality. The secular system actively uses that daily exhaustion that you feel to keep you sedated. The culture encourages everyone to just survive the work week so that they can disconnect on the weekend, right? Society is conditioned to mock the idea of Jesus returning, treating the second coming as a myth, while people drown in a constant stream of digital entertainment. This world is so chaotic, we feel like we have to numb the stress of our routines. The culture wants your mind constantly occupied by screens and trivial arguments so that we never stop to consider the expiration date of this world. Jesus Christ will arrive while the world stares in the opposite direction. Guaranteed. Examine your life right now. Are you living like the Master is returning at any moment? Or are you living like the rest of the sheep, like the schedule of this world is permanent? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Tomorrow, we reach the final episode of this chapter. We're going to look at the faithful and wise servant. We're going to define what it looks like to be working at your post when the Master returns. Make sure you have the Phase 2 workbook downloaded from the pinned comment and in the description. And please hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you and yours. And I can't wait to see you here tomorrow for another dose. Have a great day, folks.